All right, then. Today is going to move toward a little bit more of an upper body flow. Good bit of twisting. Good work through the shoulders. A lot of work with bending into the elbows and taking some weight on the hands. So just kind of have that in mind. So to start this, let's bring this into child's pose. So go ahead and bring yourself down to the mat. And knees out wide, big toes pointing in toward each other. Maybe they touch, so you're on your shins here to begin. And then go ahead and sink back. Bring your seat down toward your heels. Walk your hands forward. You can always keep your hips lifted a bit if you need to, keep in mind. But let your chest come down toward the floor. Let your torso come down between your thighs. Bring your head down to the mat. And then just settle in here and close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to sink into this position. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here when you're ready. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, keep your eyes closed, but walk your hands to the right side. Extend your torso along over the right thigh. And reach both arms as far right as you can. Let your head just hang. Try to keep your hips low. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the hands back through center. Come over to your left side. Torso long over your left thigh. Stretch both arms out long here. And again, try to just stay low. Let your head just hang. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it back through center. Come over to the right side again. Torso long over your right thigh. Stretch the left arm as far right as you can. And pull the right hand back just outside your right thigh. Press down. Try to sink your left shoulder toward the floor. A little bit of a twist here. With your next inhale, reach both arms in line. And then with the exhale, walk your hands to the left. Torso long over your left thigh. Reach your right arm as far left as you can. And then pull the left hand back outside your left thigh. Press down. Try to sink that right shoulder toward the floor. Feel the twist on this side. With your next inhale, reach both arms in line. And then with the exhale, walk the hands back into center and go ahead and open your eyes. Bring your hands in toward your knees. Bring yourself to an upright seat. And if you need to switch this out, you can always take a cross-legged seat. Otherwise, stay in your shins like this and just bring yourself up tall. And take things slow. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, this time lean to your right side. Right hand to the floor, left arm stretching right. And just hold this. Gaze up high. You can always bend that right elbow, but keep reaching long. With your next inhale, bring it back to center. Reach up. And then with the exhale, take it down to your left side. Left hand to the floor, right arm stretching to the left. Gaze up high. Go ahead and bend to that left elbow here if you want to go deeper. With your next inhale, come back to center. Reach up. And then with the exhale, twist right. Right hand to the floor behind, left arm outside your right thigh this time. Now keep your torso upright. Reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Bring your gaze back over the right shoulder. And use your left arm, press into the right leg and just breathe here. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, twist this left. Left hand to the floor behind, right arm outside your left thigh. Now again, keep your spine up tall. Look back over your left shoulder and use that right arm, press it into your left leg. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down through center to the floor and bring yourself into all fours and just shake things out for a moment here. Maybe just shake out your legs, maybe twist. we're going to take this into the front of the body right away. So when you're ready, walk your knees forward just behind your wrists, and then come back in that position we just had. Knees out wide, big toes pointing toward each other. Walk your hands back, come to sitting on your heels. And then from here, we're going to open up the front of the body. We'll start to activate the front of the body. So bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Palms open, elbows wide, shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. And then start to engage from the legs here. So kick down into your feet. Hover your seat up above the floor. And then keep your torso upright as best you can. Take it slow. Come all the way up to vertical. Squeeze your glutes once you're all the way up. And then take it slow on the way back down. Hinge from the knees, hinge from the hips, but keep your torso upright and lightly touch your seat to your heels. Again, like that, kick into the floor. Try to keep your torso upright as best you can. Squeeze your glutes and press forward to the top. And then come down slow the same way. Try to hold yourself upright. Keep your shoulders pulled back, just touch your heels. Again, kick down. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hips forward. And then one more time. Sink this back down, take it down lightly. And then when you're down, right hand stays where it is, left hand to the floor, just stay on the fingertips. And then with an inhale, kick into the floor, squeeze your glutes, open to your left side. Exhale, sink this back down. Inhale, kick down, and squeeze your glutes, press forward. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press the hips forward and up and hold here. Now keep kicking down, keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back, pull that right shoulder further back and just look down toward the floor. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring this back down. Now once you're down, switch it out. Right hand to the floor, just the fingertips if you can, left hand behind your head. Up and down here with the inhale, kick down, squeeze your glutes, press the hips forward and twist. And then come back down. Inhale, kick down, squeeze your glutes, press forward but twist to the right. And then come back down. One more time, kick into the floor, squeeze your glutes, hold here. Now keep the hips lifting, pressing forward, keep kicking down. Keep that left elbow high, pull the left shoulder back. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come all the way back down. Now once you're down, just bring your hands forward again and move around. And loosen up your low back if you need to. Move through the hips. Now let's take this into the wrist. So from all fours, walk your knees forward a bit. And then bring your knees together, bring your feet together so the legs are touching. And then the hands are going to come outside your knees. You're going to start with almost all your weight on your legs, but flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, fingertips pointing in the direction of your toes. Now, most all the weight should be on the legs here to start. So flatten your hands as best you can, spread your fingers out wide and press your fingertips down. Keep the hands tense like this. Now to take this a little bit further, look forward, start to pull your chest forward. And then go back and forth, bending the arms. So as you bend the elbows, pull them back, pull them in toward your sides. Let your chest come down low. And then just press back up towards straight. Dig into your fingertips. Again, bring the shoulders forward, bend the elbows, pull them into your sides. And then come back up. And a few more times, bend the elbows. You don't have to go that far. Just feel this out. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Press back up to straight. And then 2 more times. Bring your shoulders forward. Keep the fingertips pressing down. Just feel that stretch. And come back up once more here. Shoulders forward. Pull the elbows into your sides as they bend. Hold here. And just take this as low as you can. You can stay higher than me. Don't sweat that. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Keep breathing here. And then go ahead and press this back up. And then once you're up, come up onto your fingertips. Separate your knees. So they're about hips width distance apart. Now hands in front of your knees. Palms down, fingertips rotated to the side, and try to point your fingertips in toward your kneecaps here more or less, or at least the middle finger. Now flatten your hands, spread your fingers out wide, and grip the floor. Now keep that grip, press your spine up toward the ceiling, and most of the weight should be on your legs here to start. We're still working bent arms here. So look forward, pull your chest forward, keep an arch to the length of your spine best you can. And then shoulders forward, bend the elbows in, pull them underneath you as you sink down. You're not going to go too low. And then press up to straight. Again, shoulders forward, pull your chest forward as you bend the elbows toward each other. And then press this back up again. Shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, bring your weight forward just to where you can. And then come back up. And then one more time. Bring your shoulders forward, pull your chest forward, and hold here. Keep gripping the floor. Now keep your fingertips pressing down. And you can stay up higher, you can come down lower, whatever you like. But if you want to take this further, here's the option. Just step your right foot back, big toe down to the floor. And then bring the right knee back down. Left foot back, big toe to the floor. Left knee comes down. Right foot back again. And then bring the right knee down. And then bring your left foot back again. And left knee down. One more time, right foot back. And then bring your right knee down. And then step your left foot back one more time. And bring your left knee down. And then just press up to straight, come up onto the fingertips. And down to sitting on your heels. Take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then when you're ready, bring your legs out from underneath you and come down to a seat. Now once you're down, feet in front of you about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width, but point your fingertips out to the sides. Now press down into the floor, lift your seat up off the mat, stay lifted from the shoulders. And then just crab walk this to the back of the mat. And let your weight shift from one side to the next. Just feel it out. Once you come all the way back, walk this forward again. And just let your weight shift side to side. Don't overthink this. Now walk it back when you're ready. And this time be more aggressive, pressing into your hands. And try to open your chest from one side to the other. Just feel your body twist. And once you make it to the back of the mat, do the same thing walking this forward. Just take things slow bit by bit. And keep pressing from the shoulder down into your palm, one side to the next. Now once you make it to the front of the mat, walk it back one more time, but this time just come back into center. And set yourself down for a moment. Shake your hands out and loosen up your fingers, loosen up your wrists. And then when you're ready, feet about hips width distance apart, and we'll take this into reverse tabletop. So again, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width, palms down. Fingertips can still be to the sides, and if you want to take it further into the wrist, you can rotate your fingertips forward, whatever suits you best. But pressing your hands and feet, lift your seat up off the floor. And let's go up and down. So with the inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press as high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips. And exhale, lower again. Now inhale, press up high and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, keep breathing. You can look forward, you can look up or hang your head back, but just hold on to that lift. Keep your glutes tense. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it all back down. Once you come back down, take a moment, shake your hands out just a little bit. And then once the hands are ready, cross at the ankles, come forward into all fours. And then once you're in all fours, let's just take a little bit of movement from you. Actually, I want to take a little bit more of a core engaged kind of hold here. And I want you to come down onto your forearms. So go ahead and bring your forearms down to the floor. Now you can set them down parallel with the palms flat or press the palms together. But go ahead and step your feet all the way back. Tense up your core, bring your body into line and hold your hips underneath the shoulders and heels best you can. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Just breathe here. Now if you want to take this a little bit further, then keep your body in line, keep your core engaged, put the weight to the right forearm, and see about coming up onto the fingertips of your left hand. Maybe reach that left arm to your side. And then bring the left forearm down. If you lift that, come over to your left forearm. And then maybe come up onto the fingertips of the right hand. Maybe bring the right arm to your side. And then bring the right forearm down if you lifted it back to center. We're still in that forearm plank. And then go ahead and set your knees down. Come back up onto your hands. Take a moment here to breathe. And we're going to take this a little bit further into the shoulders and take it back onto the forearms. So when you're to bring your forearms back to the floor. Now I'm going to take this up and down through dolphin. So this time you still got the choice. You can have your forearms parallel with the palms down, or you can bring your palms together. What you want to pay attention to is the control of your elbow position. It's no wider than shoulder width. Now when you're ready for me, just pressing your hands, keep the weight distributed across the forearms, not just on the elbows, and then tuck the toes of both feet. Now hover your knees up off the floor, and let's just take this back and forth. With an inhale, lift your hips up high. Exhale, touch your knees back down. Inhale, lift your hips, open your chest toward the floor. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, touch your knees back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, bring the knees down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, press your hips high and hold here. Now as you hold on to this, try to press your chest down toward the floor. Keep pressing into your hands. You can keep your knees bent a little bit. Try to keep your knees up high. Just let your head hang and press from the shoulders down into the floor. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your knees back down. Come up onto your hands, back to all fours. Take a moment here, move around. And now we're going to take this a little bit further into the shoulders and into the wrists. So from all fours, wristing the shoulders and knees underneath your hips just to set this up. Now look down at your hands and slide them a little bit closer to your knees, maybe about half a hand's length. Now, press down to your palms, shift your shoulders forward past your wrists. Now, this is a modification of a Russian push-up here, which is going to be a little bit easier than the full version, but I want you to pay attention to what you're doing with your arms. We're going to take this slow. So the arms are parallel here to start. Keep them parallel even as you bend your elbows. Squeeze your elbows in toward your sides. Now just grip the floor, look forward, and then just take this slow. Now bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Come down toward halfway like chaturanga. Elbows pulled into your sides. And then from here, arms are still bent. Pull your weight back and bring the elbows down to the floor. Now keep gripping the floor. Arms are still bent. Shift your weight forward. Elbows pulled in, back to chaturanga arms. And then press up straight. And we'll do that a few more times. Grip the floor. Lean your shoulders forward right away. And then shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Just come down toward halfway and hold. Now pull your weight back and bring your elbows down to the floor. Arms are still parallel. Arms are bent. Bring your weight forward. Come back to chaturanga arms and hold. And then press back up to straight. Couple more times. Shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now hold here at halfway. Now bring your weight back and bring the elbows down to the floor. Now shift your weight forward. Arms are still bent. Elbows pulled into your sides. And then press this up to straight. One more time. Shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now hold here. Now pull your weight back. Elbows come down to the floor. Bring your weight forward. Elbows are still bent. Keep them pulled into your sides. And then press this up to straight. And then just take a moment. Shake your hands out and breathe. Now I want to take this a little bit differently here. So I want to take a lopsided dolphin and take this into bent arms. It'll be a little bit less stable, but work this as best you can. So start from all fours. And then from here, bring your right forearm down to the mat. So with the right forearm down, keep that elbow to the side, but bring the right hand to center, so that forearm's diagonal in relation to the rest of your body. Slide your left hand back and stack the elbow directly over the wrist. Now keep that elbow pulled into your side. Just look down toward the mat, tuck the toes of both feet, and then lift your knees up off the floor and bring your hips up high. Now keep that left elbow pulled in. This could be good enough right here. Keep your gaze down, press into both hands. You can bend your knees if you need to. You can take a break if you need. Now if you can move with this, just hold on to your position, press into both hands. And then just dip the knees down to the floor. Press your hips up high. Dip your knees back down. And press your hips high. One more time, dip your knees down. And then press your hips high. Now if you can take this further, walk your feet over to the left side. See about setting your left leg on your left arm. And maybe squeeze the right leg into the left. Use your inner thighs. And then go ahead and release this. Bring both knees down. And come back up onto both hands. Take a moment here to breathe. Now let's do this on the other side. So when you're ready, come down onto your left forearm, but stay on your right hand. So left elbow to the side, bring the left hand to center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back rather, so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep that elbow pulled into your side. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet. When you're ready, lift your knees, bring your hips up high, and keep that right elbow pulled in. See about walking your feet further forward if you want to take it there. Now you can always bend your knees, you can take this light, you can take a break anytime. Keep that right elbow pulled in. But then just hold on to your shape if you want to move here. Dip the knees down to the floor. And then press your hips up high. Dip your knees back down. And then press your hips up high. One more time. Dip your knees down. Press your hips high. Hold here. Now if you want to take it further, walk your feet over to the right. Maybe set your right knee on the right arm. And maybe squeeze the left leg into the right using the thighs. And then go ahead and release this. Bring both knees down. Come up onto both hands. And take a moment here just to breathe. Now you can just stay here and breathe and take a little break if you like. Maybe take another stretch before we move on. But whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now once you move into down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press in your palms, flatten your hands. You want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can.
And keep that long reach from the wrist creases all the way up through to the hips. So try to keep your body in line. Try to keep it basically straight. Tense up through your core, through the belly, around the lower ribs. Now, if your legs are tight and your hamstrings are tight, go ahead, bend your knees. And you can always just stay loose. You can pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hip width distance apart. Deepen in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang. Let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in your knees. And then just slowly restack your spine. So bring your head up last. And open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor or to your shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wrists at the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you, press your spine toward the ceiling. Keep your core engaged. And then from here, we'll take it down, so take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your knees to the floor. Now shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. And then with an inhale, pull this forward, straighten your arms, flatten your feet, and bring this into upward facing dog. Now squeeze your glutes, pull your hips forward, try to pull the chest forward as well. And then draw your belly in, flip your feet, bring your hips up high, and come back to down dog. And we'll take that as our variation of a sun salutation here. So steady movement, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of the mat. Now inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat. Bring it back to high plank. Now when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. And then pull your belly back in. Bring your hips up high to downward dog. 2 more times, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, arms reach up high. And then with the exhale, fold it back down again. Inhale, lift up halfway here. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Bring your hips back up to down dog. We'll give that one more round. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, arms reach up high. And then with the exhale, fold it back down again. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, step it back to high plank. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And then just pedal out here for a moment and breathe. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Now inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, just pay attention to your stance. Feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. We're going to bind this from above. So bring the left hand above your head, make that hand to a fist. With your right hand, take hold of the left wrist. Now pull the left arm across behind your head. Press your head back into your left arm. Keep your shoulders back, keep your chest open, and keep looking forward. Maybe sink this down a little bit lower if you like. Now you're still in chair. I want you to put the weight to the left foot, lift your right heel. And then just come up to the very tip of the right big toe. Work your balance as best you can. Now if this is good enough, stay here, but if you can go further, just touch the right heel to your left knee, and then bring the right big toe down. Right heel to the left knee, right big toe down. Right heel to left knee. Now just stay here for a moment. And then bring this into a figure 4, right ankle over your left thigh. Now the right knee's to the side, the toes of the right foot are curled. You can straighten that left leg if you need to. And if you can take it deeper, sink your hips low, but keep looking forward and try to keep your upper body upright. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring the right foot down, hands to your hips. And then press into your right foot, come to standing with your left knee high. Now just give yourself a moment to find your balance here. Dig into that right big toe and just slow your breathing down. Now when you're ready, bring that left knee down, line it up with the right. We're going to take this toward a dancer pose. So right hand's on your right hip, left hand reaches back, find the inside edge of your left foot. Now once you've got that grip, just kick into your hand and line up the knees. This is good enough right here, but if you can go further, right arm high, palm forward, and then as you kick into the left hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. Now pull that left shoulder forward and just take this to whatever depth you can actually stay balanced in, and breathe here. Keep that right leg strong. Now with an inhale, slowly come back upright, release your grip. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted, and we're still balancing. Arms at your sides, bring the hands down, make them into fists, and then bring the fists behind you with the arms still straight. Now put a little bend on the right knee, hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg straight back and maybe just keep your body in line at an angle like this. You can come down deeper toward a warrior 3, but try to keep your hips level. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bend the right knee, both hands down. Left foot comes down behind you, low lunge. Now from here, I'm going to take this to a dancer's bridge. Now this is basically a variation of side plank. Just feel this out. Left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot, and then step the right foot behind your left leg and sink your hips down. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high. Keep the left arm strong. Reach long through that right arm. And bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, and just hold. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, sink back down. Right hand comes forward, right foot forward between your hands, low lunge. And then go set your left knee down. Now seat your legs on 2 separate tracks, hips with distance side to side. You want to take this as a grounded twist. So your left hand becomes a fist. Press that down to the floor inside your right leg. And then the right arm's behind your back for a half bind. So pull that right shoulder back, keep your chest open to the right side, but look down the length of your left arm. Now as you hold on to this, keep your upper body twisted, press into the right foot, hover your left hand. And then slowly hinge from the hips. Bring your torso upright, right shoulder back, left arm forward. And then hinge forward and just lightly touch that left hand to the floor. Again, press into the right foot, come up slow, make the motion smooth. Left arm forward, right shoulder back. And then hinge forward and touch your left hand down. One more time, bring yourself up slowly and smoothly, right shoulder back, left arm forward, hold here. And then go ahead, open up your left hand, reach the right arm out wide, and keep your chest open to the right side, vertical twist. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, bring your hands through heart center and take the twist like this. Bring the left elbow outside your right thigh. Now press your elbow to the thigh, press your palms together, look over the right shoulder. And this could be good enough right here. Keep yourself twisted. If you want to take things further, maybe bend to that right knee, let your hips sink forward. If you want to go further still, this will challenge your balance, but you can tuck the toes of the left foot and maybe lift your left knee up off the floor, just an option. You can always keep that knee down. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just release both hands to the floor. Left knee down, left foot flat behind you. Sink your hips down and press them forward. We're going to take Anjaneyasana. So when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high, but keep your hips low. Now gaze up high, reach up and back, sink the hips further down. Now just breathe with this. Now to take it further still, keep your gaze high, bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide, pull your shoulders back. And then as you hold on to this, keep your hips pressing forward, but pressing your right foot, lean back so the hips stack over your left knee, and keep your chest open. Now see about taking this further, release your right hand, left hand still behind your head, reach your right arm down, look down the length of your right arm, and maybe reach toward your left heel, maybe you touch it, maybe you don't, but keep that left elbow high, let your chest open to the right side again. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, both arms high. And then with the exhale, go ahead and bring your hands down. Now bring the right knee down to the floor. And we're going to take this into that lopsided dolphin shape that we did at the beginning. So your left hand stays down. Bring the right forearm down to the mat. Right over to the side, bring the right hand to center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist. Keep that elbow pulled in. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees, bring your hips up high, hold here. If you can take it further, walk your feet forward and to the left, and just set the left knee on your left arm. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring the left foot down, both knees to the floor, and then come up to all fours. Take this into plank, step your feet back. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Take a moment, paddle out. And let's bring that to the other side. So take an inhale when you're ready. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms high. And then with the exhale, sink down into chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, pay attention to your stance. Feet and knees within hips width distance. Big toes towards center, knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then with your arms up high, make that right hand to a fist, bring it behind your head. Left hand takes hold of the right wrist. Now draw the right arm across, press your head back into that right arm. Shoulders back, keep your chest open. You can sink this lower if you like. And just breathe here. Now you're still in chair, still looking forward. Put the weight to the right foot. Lift your left heel. Come to the very tip of your left big toe. And then just go slow here. Work your balance. Bring the left heel to the right knee. Left big toe down. Left heel to right knee. Left big toe down. Now left heel to right knee, and then take this to a figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh. Now you can bring that right leg up to straight or maybe sink further down, but keep your torso upright, keep looking forward. And then slowly just release that. Bring that left foot down to the floor. You're still in chair. Now go ahead, release your grip, hands to your hips. Bring yourself up to standing with your right knee high and hold. Now dig down to the left big toe. Keep your gaze forward, keep your balance. And then let's take this to dancer. So line the right knee up the left and reach back with your right hand. Find the inside edge of the right foot. Now once you have that grip, kick in your hand, line up your knees, keep your gaze forward. And then if you want to take this further, left arm high, palm forward. Kick into the right hand, start to lean against the tension of the kick. Maybe just take it slow, maybe take it forward just a little bit. Right shoulder forward, keep your gaze forward, keep that left leg strong, and keep breathing. Now with an inhale, slowly come upright, right knee lifted, hands to your hips. Now keep your arms at your sides, but reach straight down, make your hands into fists. Arms stay straight, bring the fist back behind you. Now go slow, put a bend in the left knee, and then hinge from the left hip. Extend your right leg straight back, bring your lifted body into one long line. And if you want to take it further, maybe hinge further from that left hip, but keep that line through your body, keep your gaze forward, keep breathing. Now slowly start to bend that left knee. And then step both hands down, right foot down behind you, low lunge. Now from here, we'll take that dancer's bridge again. Right hand's going to be your base. Now roll to the outside edge of the right foot, step your left foot behind your right leg, sink all the way down. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach your left arm. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep the right arm straight, keep breathing, let your head fall back. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink this back down. Left hand forward, left foot forward into low lunge. Now we're going to take this down to a kneeling lunge. So bring the right knee down behind you, right foot flat as well. And the left knee is going to stay bent. The legs are on two separate tracks, hips width distance side to side. Now make your right hand to a fist. Press it down inside your right leg. or left leg rather. And then left arm's going to take the half bind. Bring it behind your back, pull the left shoulder back, and keep your chest open to the left side. Look down the length of your right arm. Now pressing your left foot, hover the right hand, go slow. Keep your left shoulder pulled back, bring yourself upright, right arm forward, and then hinge forward, take it slow, make the motion smooth, and just touch the right hand to the floor. Pressing your left foot, bring this all the way upright, left shoulder pulled back, and then hinge forward, and lightly touch that right hand down to the floor again. Pressing your left foot, bring this all the way up, left shoulder back, right arm forward, hold here, and then go ahead and open up the right hand. And reach the left arm back, bring your gaze to the left side, and just take the vertical twist. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, hands through center, and let's take the twist this way. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms. You gotta look back over your left shoulder and just breathe into this. If you wanna go deeper, you can bend your left knee, sink that right hip forward. Deeper still, if you wanna balance it, you can tuck the toes of the right foot and maybe lift the right knee up off the floor. Now from wherever you are, take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down, right knee down behind you, right foot flat. Now sink the hips down, press them forward. We'll take Anjaneyasana here. So with an inhale, open up and reach your arms up high. Now as you reach up, let your hips sink down and forward. Gaze up high, keep breathing. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring both hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide, pull your shoulders back. And then press in your left foot. Lean back, stack the hips over the right knee, and take this into a twist again and release the left hand. Now, right elbow high, reach that left hand back toward the right heel. Maybe you touch it, maybe not. But open your chest toward the left side. Keep your chest open. Keep that right elbow high. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach up through both arms. And then with the exhale, both hands down. Now, once your hands come down to the floor, go ahead and press into the mat. Bring your left knee down, come into all fours. You want to take that lopsided dolphin again. So bring your left forearm down to the mat. Left elbow to the side, left hand goes to center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep the elbow pulled in. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees, bring your hips up high. This could be good enough, just keep that right elbow pulled in. If you can take it further, walk your feet to the right and see about putting your right knee on the right arm. Keep your hips high, just breathe. And then slowly, both feet down. Both knees down, come up to all fours. And then go ahead and step it back to high plank. From here through the Vinyasa, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Breathe here for a moment. Let's take this to the next sequence. From your down dog, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now once you're down, we're going to bind this low. Bring the left arm behind your back over to the right side. Right hand meets the left. Palms together, fingers interlaced. Pull your shoulders back, keep your chest open, and maybe sink your hips down lower. And then focus the weight on the left foot and lift your right heel. Now try to stay in chair here as best you can. Bring the right heel up to touch your left knee, and then right big toe to the floor. Right heel to the left knee again. Big toe to the floor. Now right heel to the left knee, and then cross the right leg over the left completely. We're going to take this as an eagle bind. So squeeze your legs together. You always touch your right foot down at the side, but sink your hips down, keep your shoulders pulled back. Breathe here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just go ahead and set the right foot down next to the left. And then press into the right foot. Bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. And then we're going to take this back into that warrior three. So bend to the right knee, and then hinge on the right hip. Extend your left leg straight back, bring your lifted body into one long line. Keep your chest open. If you can take it further, you can always bend your right knee, keep in mind, but go ahead, hinge from the right hip and bring yourself further down. You can come down toward parallel with the floor if you want to take it there. When you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands to the floor. Left foot steps down behind you, low lunge. Now from your low lunge into that dancer's bridge, left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of left foot, right foot steps behind your left leg, sink your hips down. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high and reach for that right arm. Keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted, keep the left arm strong. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink back down. Right hand comes forward, right foot comes forward into low lunge. And then from here, we're going to take it into warrior two. So with an inhale, drop your left heel, lift your torso, windmill the arms, and open up to your left side. Now take a moment to set this up. Deep under the right knee, straight left leg. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Sink your hips down low. And go ahead and lengthen this stance further. If you like, keep your torso upright. And reach this equally front to back. Now take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Open up your right palm toward the ceiling. And let's take it back and forth like this. So inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back. Gaze up high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Keep the left shoulder high. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverses one more time. With the exhale, come back to center. And let's take this as a triangle stance. So straighten your right leg. Bump your left hip back. And then reach forward through the right arm. Tilt forward. And bring the right hand to your right leg. Now pull your left shoulder back. Gaze up high. Try to tuck the right hip under the left. And keep the left shoulder stacked above the right. Keep that left shoulder pulled back. Now, if you can take it further, you can walk the right hand further down. Maybe bring the right hand to the floor, or maybe just press the right arm to the inside of the right leg. But keep breathing here, keep looking toward the ceiling. Now, with your next inhale, just come upright, hands to your hips. And then pivot on that right foot. Turn it so it's parallel to the left, more or less. Bend your left knee, lean to the left side. Now lift your right heel, drag the right big toe over to all the weights on your left leg. And then come up to standing with your right knee high. Now give yourself a moment to find your balance here. When you're ready, with the right hand, take hold of the right knee and pull it out to the side. Now point the toes down. You can stay like this. This is fine. But if you want to take this further, reach the left arm down at your side about 45 degrees. And then maybe look down the length of your left arm. Now, if you can take this further, start to lean left, but lift that right knee and just take this to where you can here. Keep the right hip open and keep breathing. Keep digging down to that left big toe. All right, still balancing here. Just bring yourself upright if you're leaning, hands to your hips. And then go ahead and step your right foot forward. Bring both hands down. And then just come down to both knees. Now, once you're down, we're going to take it back into that lopsided dolphin. So from all fours, bring the right forearm to the floor, right elbow to the side, bring the right hand to center. Slide the left hand back, elbow directly over the wrist. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees, bring your hips up high. Maybe walk your feet further and get your hips higher. If you want to go further, walk your feet left. Maybe just set the left knee on your left arm, but just breathe. And then go ahead and release this. Bring everything back down, come up onto both hands. Step it back to your high plank. And when you're ready, you take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. And then with the exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Take a moment here, pedal out. All right, let's even this out on the other side. When you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair one more time. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now let's bind it low. Right arm behind your back. Bring that right hand to the left side. Left hand meets the right. Palms together, fingers interlaced. Pull your shoulders back. Keep your chest open. Maybe sink lower. Now from here, focus weight on the right foot. Lift your left heel. Now take this back and forth, balancing. Left heel touches your right knee. Dip the left big toe down. Left heel to right knee. Left big toe down. One more time, left heel to right knee, and then cross the left leg over the right. So cross it completely, eagle bind. You can always touch that left foot to the floor. Keep your legs squeezing, maybe bring your hips down lower, keep your shoulders pulled back. And then go ahead, release this. Step the left foot down next to the right. Now keep your arms bound, press into your left foot, come up to standing with your right knee high. And we'll take this toward a warrior 3. Put a little bend in your left knee, hinge from left hip. Extend your right leg straight back and bring your lifted body into line. Try to pull that right hip forward. You can always bend your left knee. Keep in mind, keep your shoulders pulled back. Maybe hinge further forward if you want to go deeper. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, right foot down behind your low lunge. Now one more time for the dancer's bridge. Right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind your right leg, sink all the way down. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high, reach that left arm. Stay reaching, stay breathing, keep your glutes squeezing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, sink back down. Left hand comes forward, left foot comes forward, back to low lunge. And then from here to a warrior 2. With the inhale, drop your right heel. Lift your torso, windmill the arms, open out to the right side. Now take a moment to set your stance up here. Deep in left knee, right leg straight. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Sink your hips down low and reach this equally front to back. Now take it with a half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm facing away. Open up the left palm toward the ceiling and go back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend this forward. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time. And then with the exhale, just come up to center. Left arm forward, right shoulder still pulled back. And take this with the triangle stance. Straighten your left leg. Bump the right hip back. Look forward, reach for that left arm, tilt forward. And then left hand onto your left leg. Pull the right shoulder back and bring your gaze up high again. Now just take this to where you can. You can stay up high. This is fine. Maybe walk that left hand further down. If you can, go ahead and touch the floor. Maybe take it with tension here and bring that left arm inside the left leg, but keep the right shoulder pulled back. Keep looking up. With your next inhale, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. Now pivot on the left foot, turn it parallel to the right. And then bend the right knee, lift your left heel, drag the left big toe over to all the weight centered on your right foot. Bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. Now as you hold on to this here, go ahead and dig into that right big toe. When you're ready, with your left hand, take hold of the left knee and pull it out to the side. This is good enough. Woo, you can stay like this, but if you want to go further, right arm down at your side about 45 degrees. And then maybe look down the length of your right arm. If you want to go deeper, start to lean right and lift your left knee, but stay balanced here and keep that left hip open. All right, slowly, if you're leaning, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. Go ahead, step your left foot forward. Bring both hands down. And bring the right knee down to the floor, left knee down as well. And we'll take it into that lopsided dolphin one more time. So bring your left arm down to the floor, elbow stays to the side. Bring the left hand to center. Slide your right hand back and stack the elbow directly above the wrist. Keep that elbow pulled in. Now look down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees, bring your hips up high. Maybe walk your feet further in, but keep that right elbow pulled into your side. Now you can walk your feet to the right. Maybe set the right knee on the right arm, but just breathe. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back to all fours, hands and knees. Now from all fours, when you're ready, go ahead, step your feet back, come into plank. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull this forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. And then with the exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Now from your downward facing dog, when you're ready, let's take this into half pigeon. So for that, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward, right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, flatten your left foot, bring your left knee down, and pull your left hip forward. Keep it in line with the right. Sink your weight straight down to the floor. Now, you can stay like this with your spine upright and keep that extension. You can go further toward a back bend if you want to make this deeper, and if you want to just relax, you can walk your hands further forward, maybe come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way, but take this to where you need to. Be sure you're not feeling any twinge in the right knee. And if you need to, curl the toes of the right foot, kick down, and keep that left hip pulling forward, both hips sinking to the floor at the same time. Keep your hips even, and just breathe into this for a moment.
All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in towards center. And once the hands are close enough, tuck the toes of your left foot, release your right leg, take a moment, shake it out a little bit. And then go ahead, bring that right foot down. When you're ready, inhale your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward, left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Now bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot, pull your right hip forward, keep it in line with the left, and just sink straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch on the left side. Now again, you can stay upright like this. This is one variation. You can take it deeper toward extension if you want to take it toward a back bend. And if you want to melt down, maybe just come down to the elbows, or maybe come down all the way. Now if you need to, and keep in mind, you don't want to feel any twinge on that left knee. You can always kick that left foot down, keep the toes curled. But again, keep the hips even, and just breathe into this. Just take it to where you need to right now. Maybe more active, maybe more restful. All right, again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in. And then once your hands are close enough, tuck the toes of the right foot this time, release your left leg, shake it out. And once you set that left foot down, bring your knees down to the floor. Legs out from underneath you, come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down like this, draw your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in close. And we're going to take this into a bridge pose here, so go ahead and set your feet down. Now, feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring the heels in close so you can flatten your low back as much as possible while you're down like this. Arms at your sides, palms to the floor. Just keep your gaze high. Now let's take this up and down. So with the inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips. Exhale, roll your spine back down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, lift your hips up. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, come down. Now inhale, lift one more time. We'll hold this here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, and that's good enough. Just keep the tension of the lift. Now if you want to go deeper, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace your fingers, maybe pull your palms together. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest even more. But keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, and just keep breathing here. When you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, just bring everything back down. And then once you're down, pull your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in again. And then just release your left leg. Left arm down to your side. Now reach your right arm inside the right leg and take hold of the big toe. Once you got that grip, pull down. So keep the right hip on the floor, but press your right foot toward the ceiling as you're pulling with your right hand. And look for the stretch in the back of the right thigh. Now, if your hamstrings are tight at all, you're going to be doing this with a bent right leg, and that's fine. As long as you can feel the stretch, just breathe into it. Keep pulling down and pressing up at the same time. Now, if you want to change your grip, you can use one or both hands. You can hold the foot, the ankle, the shin, the thigh, whatever works best. And if your right leg's straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder, but just breathe. Now from here, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just slowly bend the right knee lower toward the side of your ribs. We're going to take this into half happy baby. So right hand to the outside edge of the right foot, left hand to the other side. Now, stack the ankle above the knee best you can and pull down. So try to press that knee toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your foot back up at the same time. Keep the tension working in both directions and just breathe into this. And let this go further around the hips and into your inner thigh. Take an inhale.
Now with the exhale, just release this. Bring both knees in again, squeeze down. And then take it on the other side. Extend your right leg, right arm at your side, left arm inside the left leg, take hold of the big toe. Now once you got the toe, pull down and then press the foot up at the same time. So keep the tension in both directions here, pulling with your left hand, pressing up with your left foot. Now look for the stretch in the back of the left leg, take it to wherever you need to. And if you need to change your grip, again, one or both hands. You can hold the foot, the ankle, the shin, the thigh, whatever works best. If your left leg's straight, draw that big toe over your shoulder. And take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, just draw that left knee down toward your side when the foot's low enough. Left hand to the outside edge of the foot. Right hand to the other side, half happy baby on this side. So stack the ankle above the knee, pull down with both hands, press the foot up at the same time. And just keep that tension working in both directions here. And then take an inhale. Now at the exhale, just release your right hand. Draw your left knee and let's take the full pose. So hands to the outside edges of your feet, stack the ankles above the knees. Pull down on both sides. Now as you're pulling down, press the feet back up into your hands. Keep the tension working in both directions. Flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down. And then if you want to take this further, you can roll a little bit side to side. Further still, you can start to extend your legs out against your grip. And then when you're ready, here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body sink down into the mat. And then when you're ready, just start to move again bit by bit, fingers and toes. Arms and legs. Stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then draw everything back in. Bring your elbows toward your chest, pull your knees up as well. And then just take your time and find your way up to a comfortable seat. Now just ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine, and bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. Now thank you for joining me for class. Namaste.